Hey, how you doing? This is Chuck at Forge Syndicate. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about this new resin printer that I just got. Prior to owning this, I'd never owned a resin printer before. So I didn't really know what I was doing. But this here is the Elegoo Saturn 3 Ultra. It's the latest state of the art. I paid, by the time I get done with this and buying some resin and stuff just to start off, I'm about almost $600 into this particular machine right here because I bought an extra filter that goes inside and some other small things. So the system itself is, I think it runs for, let me see, $450 online. So Amazon. This is where I got mine, from Amazon. Why did I get this machine? I asked around, and the feedback that I got was, what do you want to do and what are you trying to make? And I said, well, I want to make figures and I want to start printing out different things and models and stuff like that. And they said, well, the best definition you're going to get is with this 12K machine here. So I went ahead and purchased it. And one of the nice things about the Ultra is, if you see on the side here, it's Wi-Fi. So I'll show you how to print something, but this is connected right to my computer, so I can just send files. I mean, like I said, I didn't have any experience. It's not rocket science. I'm going to show you how to put some models into the program that they gave us with the system, and then I just send it to the machine and it prints out. So one of the big things though with a resin printer is like really with safety, because the resin that's in there and the chemicals and the smell. So I had to buy a lot of different safety equipment. I wear a mask whenever I have the system open for my health. I usually open up my door. I have it here in my shop. And then I always wear rubber gloves when I'm handling it. So it's very important, for your health and safety that you do that. And that's just with the resin, because of the smell of the resin and the chemicals that are in the resin. And I'd suggest you watch YouTube videos. There's a lot of videos out there on how to set up the machine and what you need to do and stuff like that. It's not hard. When I put the machine together, all I did was take off a couple pieces of clear coating. I set the tray in there. I put the filters inside. See, these are the filters right here. I put the filters inside. I bought 2 of them, so this helps with the chemicals. There's the resin inside there, and this is the tray that the models are going to be put on. I'm going to go ahead and close this because, again, because of the chemicals and the smell, without my mask on, I don't want to be able to start inhaling that stuff. It's very dangerous for you. So all I did was put the tray in there, put some stuff in there. I connected this system to my computer. And then I was able to pull down some files. So you can get files from many different places. I mean, there's free files out there that you can get from different websites. Plus you can go out to, let me just show you on the computer here. Hold on a second. So you can go out to this is to My Mini Factory, and you can get all kinds of files. You can join groups, and you can get files, and you could download files. There's different types of figurines and things that you wanted to make. There's a gazillion of them. Some of them give you free samples. Here they are here. Some of them, are $5 a month, and you can get all the different stuff. It just depends on what you want to do and what type of figurines you're looking for, because some of them are like science fiction, like when you go right here, fantasy, RPG. I mean, there's all different types of stuff. So what happens is that you download a file and you get an STL file. So I'm going to show you an STL file that I got. So I started reaching out and get some free test files so you and I could test them, and then we're going to go out to some of these websites and we're going to get their files, and we're going to create some armies together, and we're going to do some analysis of some of this stuff. So for instance, STLA Army, which is one of the sites, on here, let's go back and I'll say, hold on a second. Let me try here. STLA Army. So see, you can go, this is epic. You can buy one of these files. And those files, they're small, right? I mean, this is what you're looking at, like right here, something similar to that. Usually they're 25 millimeter, which is, or 18. They can be 25, 18, 15. No, it's 15, 18, 28, and then you can get them even bigger than that, right? So again, we go back to this file. They sent me a couple of each. I asked them to test run some of their files because I wanted to print them and I wanted to share their site and stuff with me. So, I don't know what's booting up here, what's going on. So they've already got their files. I use this program. This program comes with the Elegoo machine. It's called ChuChuBox. Here it is right here. This actually comes with it, and it comes on a thumb drive. You get a thumb drive with it, and then there's test files on this thumb drive, and then there's a couple different programs that they use. So this is it right here. It's free. It comes with it, right? So what I do is I can go up to here, and then I can go back to where I have those 3D files are at. STL Army. And then it's going to download one of the files. There's a couple different files in there. So they sent me some test files, and these are the different sizes. So those are the 15, 18, 28, and 50 millimeters. So they've already pre-supported. You'll hear about that. You need these supports to be able to make the files. So they're already all pre-supported, as you can see right there, right? So this is that build plate that's in the machine. So all you got to do is make sure that everything's inside this. So the key with this machine is that it's going to take just as long to print this with these 4 pieces or if I had 25 pieces on here. What matters with the time is how tall it is. So if I put 1 piece on here this size, or I put 25 of them on here this size, it's going to take the same amount of time. So what I can do is, if you just click on each one of them at a time, then you can adjust it, and then you can move the plate around, and you can make sure that it's in a good spot. So that way you want to maximize the space, because I'm going to get some other files on here. And I'm just going to move this around until it's right at the edge, because we're going to put a whole bunch of files on here, and then we're going to cut them out and we're going to check them out. So all these supports are going to come off. They come off real easy. I'll show you that later. And they're going to come off, and they're going to go in the garbage. So that's the 4 right there, right? So I can go back to here. That was the Austrian ones they gave me, and then that was an Austrian horse, and then here's an Austrian soldier. And like I was saying, is I had no experience with any of this, so here's the soldiers, all the 4 different sizes. So I think for our purpose, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print out one big one of each. So the bigger they are, I'm going to delete these other ones, and we're just going to print out the big ones on each one of them. So obviously I pushed the wrong file there, because I want the ones to get supported. See, you got to collect the ChuChuBox, and then I put all 4 of them are there, but what I'm going to do is just so we could, the bigger the model is, the better the detail is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete, you just click on delete. I'm going to delete the little ones. And then we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna print out all the big ones. How about that? So they sent me, let's see, they sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll see if we can get 10 of them on here. This one says it's a British general. So these are all war figurines. Huh. I guess that's the size we're getting with that. I guess they didn't give me, that's okay. The point is that I want to be able to show you guys how to do this, and then I want to show you the detail of these models. See, that one had 4. So I think we're gonna go with these smaller ones. I think the big ones are gonna be too big because we want to fit them all on here. So I'm actually gonna go back, and we're gonna go with this size so we can fit, I want to fit all 10 of them on here. I know this video is going to take some time, but bear with me. You'll learn. So I'm going to go back to this, the horse. I'm going to go back to the couple that I deleted. It's going to bring up all 4. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to print off the this one, which should be the those are 28 millimeter. So those will be good. I mean, we'll be able to see the detail in the models, and then we'll be able to, you know, plus they'll be easier to paint, because at some point we're going to paint these together too. But what my goal is, though, is to I want to get models from all these different sites, and we're going to look at them, and we're going to see what's good and what's not, and then we're going to build an army. So that's the soldier, the general soldier. If you have questions, just drop them down below in the video, and then you know, we'll go from there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to load these up, and then I'm going to I'll shut off the video. We'll push print. I'll shut off the video, and then when they're all done, I'll bring the video back on to show you how how I get them out of the machine and things like that, and then how we clean them, how we use the washer that I have. But we're gonna get each one of these. This is a French soldier. So I got these from the company, but it appears that all the soldiers they got are foreigners. A lot of these companies are actually overseas too, so they're not, when I say overseas, not American. So I don't see any American soldiers, but that's okay. French soldier, let's see. Here's a Persian soldier. So I was in the military and traveled the world, so seen some of this stuff, but it's going to be neat to be able to print all these out. See what I'm doing? See, all I'm doing is making sure that they're not going over that blue line. They're all lined up. But look at that. It's just going to give us that much more room to add stuff on there. Which, being that we took a bunch of them out, we might not need that. It's okay. Super fun being able to, print all this stuff out and then look at the detail, and it's just amazing. And I'll show you one of these that I already printed out. they sent me another file, and I printed that one out, and I'll show it to you. It's not one of these though, which is good. See, we just stack them in there. So those white lines can cross a little bit. We just got to make sure that there is some room in there so they don't build the files on top of each other. We won't want that to happen. Well, I guess we ended up with a lot of extra room. Well, so what that is right here, if you look at this over here, if I click on one of these files and I push rotate, what it allows me to do, it allows me to spin it. So that way there I can fit it in here better too, right? I can do this one like that. So I turn the table like that, and I could put it in there like that. So we still have a lot of room left, but that's okay. So what we do now though is we go over here, we have it all, that's it. I mean, it's that easy. And then you go over here and we're gonna make sure everything's, you push slice, and it's gonna slice the plate, and it's gonna make sure that everything's on there. I may add a couple things after this video before I push print, just so I can use up the whole bed space. But I'm gonna show you what slice looks like and how we send it to the computer, and then I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back. So there it is, it's all set up. All I do is push right here, network send, and like I said, it's Wi-Fi, it's automatically going to send right to my machine. So I'm going to go ahead and send this stuff off and print it, and then I'll be back once the machine's done, and I'll show you how we take it all off the machine.
So the machine's done now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and open it, and I'm going to take the pieces out. So there you can see them all hanging down, the different pieces that we made. I added a couple pieces in from another set just to fill the plate. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to remove the tray. I'm going to remove the tray, then I'm going to take it over here, and I'm going to take the pieces off and then put them in the wash machine. So here they are right here. You can see them all on there. What I'm going to do is take the scraper that comes with the machine, and I'm going to straighten off. It takes a little bit to get them off. They'll come. See? So then I get them all off the tray, and I'm going to go ahead and put them into the washer, which is right here. And now I'll close that up. Turn it on, and I usually do it for about 5 minutes. So it'll wash here some, and then I'll take them out and I'll rinse them off in my sink, and then we'll put them in the cure machine, and I'll be right back.
So now that I've got them all clean and stuff, I put them in my cure machine. So I got the Elegoo cure and the Elegoo washer as a set. which is really good. A lot of feedback. And then I learned to cure them for 2 minutes. So we'll let them cure. You can see the soldiers in there that we did. They all came out really nice. And then there's a couple other pieces from another company in there, and I'll cover those in a later date. But we'll let these cure for a couple minutes, and after that we'll come back and we'll check them out. So here are the pieces that came off the machine. Pretty nice, right? So these are soldiers. I'm going to cover these actual pieces in the company I got it from in another video, because I'm going to be doing reviews of different files that were provided to me by different companies and samples, and be able to show the community the different types of miniatures that you can see, because you can see a picture, but to be able to actually see these things and the detail that comes off. So again, this is a Saturn 3 12K. I mean, it's hard to see on the camera, and I need to figure that out, but the detail in their faces and the nose, I mean, everything's there, right? So here's another one here. I don't want to put it too close because it gets blurry, but you can see the detail in the backpack and the flag. There's a horse. Pretty nice, right? So it was relatively easy, right? I'm sure that there's different ways of doing it. This is just the way I did it, the way I learned from watching videos. If you've got some criticism, then put it down below. If you want to see particular files, then put it down below. If you want to see something, put it down below. If you want me to print one of your files, send me the files and we can make a video on that too. Whether you're a company or whether you just design the files yourself, whatever the case may be. Or if you need me to print something because you want a file, then we can work that too. So these are smaller. I mean, you can scale these and make them large, but these are mainly for a game. So these are like the perfect size. Eventually they will be painted. I got to get some paints and things like that, and that's going to be a chore and a challenge for me, but we're going to take it on. So again, thanks for sticking around with the video. If you got questions, again, please leave it below. Please subscribe to this channel, share it, like it, whatever the case may be, and help me grow this, because it's only going to get better and bigger. Thanks, and have a great day.